Good morning. So, so far, if we're thinking we're going to reverse like we've been waiting for, we have a few things now with Russell. I like that Russell took it out today, the high, though it's not very deep. Seems like that would make a lot of sense for not to go very deep. Same with the Dow has taken out the previous daily high already. And SMTing that with ES and NASDAQ. So that's pretty good. So far, so good. But obviously, if we go into the 4 hour, there's nothing clear yet. Um, yeah, need to zoom in a bit more. But 4 hour, we have continued to displace, besides on NASDAQ. We have a displacement here, and could bounce there and get a more reasonable sweep of these highs. It could go pretty deep. Could even just take this out, and could even just keep going and not even reverse. So Russell's an odd case here. But anyways, if we're looking short, so right now I'm gonna look short and then see what it looks like if we look long though. But yeah, so far we have this 4 hour fair value gap that is actually pretty bullish. So can't deny that. Got a full hour there. Same thing with YM. Looks almost exactly like yesterday. Um, but yeah, we haven't really gotten one on NASDAQ, and we have on ES, but not into the highs. On the 1 hour, same thing. Um, and Russell, we still do have a 1 hour gap there. And YM also doesn't have anything until lower. And we have, ooh, have we created a shift here? Just failing to create a clear market structure shift. Technically it did on the closure of that candle, but usually I like to see it a full fair value gap away from that level is my requirements. On ES, we don't have the same thing. Same thing with NASDAQ. Nothing clearly pushing away. Oh wait, we did get a clear shift here. So right now we're filling that in. We have news in 30 minutes. Just an orange folder. So yeah, that could be a possible area to reject. We have SMTs at these highs, and then further SMT here on YM and ES, confirming that this is the high. So we have the double SMT that we look for, where you've created a shift here on the 1 hour. So that could be interesting. So we'll have to zoom in there. But as for the 1 hour, yeah, we're still just holding up. 30 minutes. Now we've gotten a nice shift on 30-minute on YM. Gotten one here on Russell that's played out. We've gotten further SMT here, but still, it is below this low. So that's good. This is at least 30-minute shift here. Would have liked to see some sort of SMT in here though. We do have it with From this high down to this high, we do have an SMT with YM. All right, 15-minute. Okay, now we've clearly shifted away. Uh, shifted. So we are coming away, but now, yeah, we've shifted back up, rebalance, and now we're going higher. We do have these somewhat relative equal highs above the Asian high. Nasdaq or YM being weaker here. All right. So Nasdaq could come take these out and then stall while ES takes its high and we roll, maybe. Yeah, it is a tougher read. I mean, we do have the shift there though on the 1 hour that I like. I do really like that. So the problem though is if it comes up here, then it's not even there anymore. So as for ES, it's already rebalanced this. So if it comes up into there, it's probably going to go higher again. So we may have to wait. We'll see what happens here, but we have to wait. If we come take this out, we'll have to wait for like a new sort of price action again to reanalyze that. But going back out for the 4 hour, all right, for a bullish take. We respected the CE of this wick, so we're heading higher. At least probably to the midpoint of the range or something. Russell's just hovering above that 4 hour fair value gap, lined up with a low with relative equal lows. Could be a long setup there. Oops. Hmm. All right. So, yeah, could be bouncing here, and Russell looks like it does want to just really significantly take the high. And the only reason we're bearish is because we got SMT. There's nothing super clear besides if we reject this area, which is looking like it is stalling there. That's good. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a tough one. Not as clear as you'd want it to be. We are holding this area. We're just taking out these wicks. So we can't get too bearish yet. So I don't know. This isn't the best price action for me. If we look to the long side, we'd want to see SMT. So maybe we have something. We have this low here that's been taken by everybody. And then this low is the only significant low to note. We've taken it out on only NASDAQ. So yeah. So this low here on ES, yeah, it's been taken by NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is being weaker here. We're above London. Hmm, yeah, I don't know. The only thing I can see is this crappy 1 hour shift and it failed here. So it's nothing I would take. As for the 15-minute though, been taken out. So yeah, I'm not getting any clarity on this. We do have a regular trading hours gap on ES and NASDAQ. So maybe what's going to happen here is, yeah, we do get a sell-off, but this would be an area of interest down here, which would make sense because we got that consolidation there. But I don't know. Just don't like how NASDAQ's coming up higher. It's not what we want to see. So, I think I just gotta wait and see for this because it's just not clear to me. I need something else to happen. I need more intel. The flows were pretty bearish. Most of the volume yesterday on SPY net flow and Tide, basically all of it was calls. Calls were negative all day, though price was going up. And they did make a comeback after noon in the nets. But in the Tide, they were consistently going down once we had that rally in the morning end at 9:30. What time is that? 11:30 my time. Oh, we know that is my time. This is my time. So that means it was 11:30 New York. Yeah, whatever. And puts were kind of just oscillating. They were bearish though, like in the net. They did come up a little bit. So just kind of weird shenanigans. It's just super contradictive. There's just nothing in the flow that's like very clear signal. So the Tide was pretty bearish, but the puts were also being sold. But more weight in the calls. So yeah, it is leaning bearish again. But that's the issue lately is the bearish flows have been not playing out. Holdings in NASDAQ, puts coming down all day, and mostly call premiums in the holdings, with holdings basically just following price, while actual NASDAQ was actually more put volume, put volume, but it was also being sold. So it just doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense, man. Oh, IWM was the only one that was very obviously bearish. Calls completely dumping with volume and puts on top. So I think a sweep of these highs and a sort of what would we want to see? We've already got lower highs. So yeah, maybe some sort of manipulation where YM fails to make a high and we get a soup on the Russell, could be a good short. So yeah, maybe that's the play today. A Russell, a short. How far will we go though? The issue. We got an area of interest up here, and if we're gonna take this out, may not even set up till later. So yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I'm just tired right now. Yeah, just gonna have to come back to this. It's not really clear to me. IWM was only obvious flow and it was bearish. Buy leaning bearish. Not clear. So, oh. And if you look at by expiry, there's like nothing for today. It was all for next month. Should have looked at that earlier. Let me look at QQQ real quick. Bullish flow for today, but a lot of the premium was for next week. No, this Friday. What's today? Yeah, for Friday, and it was very bearish. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems unclear to me, but I'll update my I'll update something once I get a more clear plan.